Hello, this is Massimium 347 for the exciting playthrough of Kingdom Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Actually, I am doing the playthroughs now in quite a while, and only a few parts. Unfortunately, like I said in the last video, I going to have to postpone that for a week because we're going holiday to Cornwall with my family. And I'm not doing Kingdom Hearts for me because I don't want to too tempting to actually just play through the other levels already. I want to wait because I want it to be like a new experience for you and the viewers because I haven't played through any worlds yet. The only thing I've done is got the rest of the treasures in the country of the Musketeers. I got all the treasure chests from there. I did a few link portals, made a few spirits. That's all I did. That's all I did. But now we are going to go to Chapter 17. The longest one of chapters in the entire game. Seriously. Okay, let's just begin. Chapter 17. Day breaks. Oh, yeah, this is ridiculous. Phoenix's Hall. Is that it? Wait, there's more. It seems that Prince Rayson was able to escape Duke Turtle's villa and make his way safe to Serena's forest. However, we have word that Turtle's men have entered the forest in hopes of recapturing the prince. We have not a moment to waste. Please, O King of Hogs, reach out your mighty hand, strike down these wretched humans, and rescue Prince Rayson. I implore you, Majesty, take wing at once. Why is Nacella not here? That, His Highness must not have been seen here at this time. It's... What's going on, you old buzzard? King Kelvin is the White Prince's friend, isn't he? Well, how do I put this? It's all very complicated. I care not for excuses. If anything happens to Rayson, blood will be spilt. Oh, no, please, there's no cause for worry. Duke Tannis treats his work of art with a delicacy so extreme that it could be best be called abnormal. He would never lay any harm before Prince Rayson. He probably can't even bring himself to touch him. The king himself told me so. That is the only reason he accepted his proposal. Proposal? What I mean is, Hold it! You crow set the prince up? Set up? Set up? Oh, no, well, not exactly, please don't hurt me. So that's the truth of it, eh? Nacella treated Rayson like a piece of merchandise and sold him to a human. No, that's not. The only one who referred to him as merchandise was Duke Katanas. We never... It doesn't matter. Claiming ignorance does not grant you innocence. You treated Rayson like a trinket in the public market. Oh dear. If Rayson hasn't escaped on his own, perhaps the Crow King would have rescued him when things cooled down. Regardless, Rayson trusted in his friends and followed him into a trap, and instead of spit on that friendship. That I cannot forgive. Your assessment of this old bird is correct. I am a worm, nothing more. But please, I beg of you, temper your outrage. Let it cool. You unbelievable. What is it with your crows anyway? Everything you do is so dirty and deceptive. We will never understand your ways. Do you hear me? Grey wings. I hear you well, young hawk. But our nation has. It has its own issues. Please, this is not time to yell, idle old man. You must hurry to Prince Rayson's side. Once he is safe, you can punish me in any way you see fit. Tear me limb from limb if you wish. But please, go to Prince Rayson, I beg of you. This begging is unseemly and unwanted. We would rescue this regardless of his pathetic show of tears. Return to Kilvis and report these events to your accursed king. Tell him that when this is over, King Turban of Phoenix will be paying him a visit. Yes, your highness. I know he deserves it, but I still feel bad for badgering the old coot. Your Majesty, what will we do now? Yuki, use your ears to pick out the round of Rayson's wings, then tell me the direction from which it comes. At once. Janeth, use your eyes to peer between the trees and find me a word. You got it. Human scum. If you think to replay that night from 20 years ago, you get no quarter from me. Back in the main cathedral. Is that you, someone? You're up early. Actually, I'm always awake at this time. Really? Yes, you're the one who's earlier than normal. I wanted to finish the mission today. I think my nervous energy woke me up. I understand. The last 2 days spent searching through his forest for that heron have been frustrating and fruitless. I'm sure he's in there somewhere, but I agree, and Duke Titus's men are still hunting it away. They must think the heron is in there as well. The only place left in the forest's heart is the forest's heart. That's where we should go today. With luck, we may finally locate our target. I get the feeling it's going to be a long day. Oh, Ike. Ike, my boy. You are so correct. Ike, I'd like to report the results for last battle. There's better than no bonus experience. That's our new ally, Devden, MVP, Brom. And as usual, no one has fallen. That's what I want. There are no deaths and no injuries beyond the capabilities of the hero. Everyone performing exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself. Yes, this chapter is extremely long. It is literally split into, I think, about 5 days in the same chapter. Now, this could also be extremely boring and annoying, but it's also an opportunity for growth. Literally. This is usually actually the chapter where a lot of my units promote, because there's so many enemies. It's like a gold mine of experience. So you will not be surprised when I start this chapter, you start seeing my units promote. But first, let's go to info. Servant. Commander Ike, a priest from Duke Titus' village insists on speaking with you. Yes? What is it? Master Mercenary, it is my understanding that you pursued Duke Titus. I hear that you are searching through his forest in hopes of capturing him. And if I am? Duke Titus' property borders a forest, and he knows much about its layout. For quite some time now, he's been sending men into the forest to look for any herons who may still live there. I see. So you're saying his troops know the forest well. I too have been taken into the forest. You? Why take a priest? He thought the herons would make themselves known if a priest called to them. He's also taken dozens of chastic maidens and tried having them call to the heron as well. But he didn't find any, did he? No. And yet this time, the joy he expressed after paying such an exorbitant price for the Syrian's royal was apparent. It was not natural. The Duke has gone mad. To think that he would dare to defy the apostle, he is damned. And here you stand. You're going to tell me what you remember about the forest, even though it means you're betraying Tanis, right? You read me well. To begin with, the heart of the forest was divided into 3 large sections, maybe more. It was nearly colourless and difficult to see far. The muddy floor pulled at our feet, and progress was slow. Many of the soldiers around me were afraid they didn't bring enough supplies. They said a person would need them if he got lost, because getting out again would not be an easy task. What can you tell me about Duke Titus' forces? There were a lot of them. He had soldiers of every type. It was said that he mounted units, and units were especially powerful. Oh. So at the very least, you should be prepared to deal with those 2 groups. Thank you. My parents, they both participated in this serious massacre. They are nearing the end of their lives, but even now they lie awake at night and beg for the goddess for forgiveness. I became a priest in order to help my parents, but then I was assigned to work at Duke Titus' villa. I knew of his terrible deeds, but his position as an imperial senator frightened me. I have been silent for far too long. Master Mercenary, you must rescue that Syrian's youth. I beg of you, may the goddess guide your hand. Don't worry, I have no intention of letting that villain steal him from before my very eyes. You tell him. Yeah, man, we're not going to let him get away with this. Jill. Here you are. We've been begging him for a while now, so tell me something. Why are you still here? Are you pretending to be our friends so you can lance us in the back? You have to understand. I didn't know anything. I was born and raised in the Telraga region of Dane. It's a very remote area. My father was a soldier, and I grew up thinking that I too would one day be a soldier to make my father proud. Life was simple. I questioned nothing, doubted nothing. Do you know the first thing we're taught in Dane schools? Subhumans are evil, subhumans are the enemy, subhumans must be eradicated. The army stages periodic subhuman hunts. We find refugees and begging and hiding in our mountains and forests. You participated? You don't get it. That is how things are in Dane. No one taught me the word Lagoose. No one taught me that subhuman could be like this. No one cared. When I saw the bird tribe at sea, I was convinced that the teachings were true. They were inhuman monsters. But later, I saw the dragons push your ship off the reef, and it confused me. What if I had been raised to believe a lie? My heart pounded at the thought of it, and my doubts only grew with time. So you decided to remain aboard in order to ascertain the truth. That's your true motive, isn't it? How did you know? I've known a lot of soldiers, and none would ever accept charity from an enemy. It would ruin their pride. You obviously have pride to spare, so I knew there was some other factor at play. Oh. Well, have you reached a conclusion? What will you do? I want to stay here. At first I thought I could protect my old life, that I could prove that subhumans were monsters. But I was wrong, and now things are different. The Lagoose. I want to know the truth about them, and I need to base that on what I see, not what I'm told by others. In that case, you can stay as long as you like. I appreciate it. I think meeting all of you was a very good thing. Now that there is something quite inspiring. And let's have a talk to our new member, Devlin. We won't be using. La 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 la. La 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 dee 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 la. Hey there, you. Have a minute? Oh, Captain, how are you doing today? It's Commander, not Captain. You seem to be enjoying yourself. That's because this garden is so pretty. Devlin loves all plants and flowers. How about you, Commander? They're alright, I suppose. That makes Devlin rather sad. Alright. It's not very strong feeling. It is boring. You should be more emotional, Commander. Even things you used to will show you something new if you look hard enough, and discoveries are exciting. That's what life is all about. At least, that's what Devlin thinks. Some disagrees, and that makes Devlin upset. You may be onto something. In Crimea, when my father was still alive, I think I was more open to such things, but now, I just don't have the time. Honestly, all I can think about is defeating Dane. I've no energy left to spend on flowers. If you talk like that, you will never defeat Dane. What did you say? The war is new. If you are already so focused on preparations, you'll wear out before the fight begins. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look at supports. Oh, I remember you from the other day. Hello. You're staggering again. Is there something wrong with you? No, I'm fine, really. But you look sickly and ill. Why didn't you go see a priest? I'm quite alright. Last time I saw a priest, he said I wasn't sick. Are you sure you weren't being bite? Was he a real priest? You look like you're about to keel over. I'm fine. There, have it your way. Can you even walk? Yes, of course. I'll see you later. Where are you going? That's a dead end! Hold up for a moment. I'll come with you. You'll never find anything without me. Thank you. Oh, howdy, Nephilim. Isn't it a beautiful day? It sure is. I bet your hometown is real busy now, what with the harvest season approaching and all. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure my brothers and sisters are grumbling at Ma for making them help in the fields. All kids ever want to do is play. I should know, say, how many people are in your family, Nephilim? I have 2 young sisters and 3 young brothers. The boys are triplets. They just turned 6 years old. That's too much for your mom to handle all on her own. Yep, I'm sure Ma chews them out every day. What about you, Brom? My kids are a little older. I hope they're helping Mother like they're supposed to. Don't worry about it, Broms. I'm sure they are. I think that's it for today. For the supports. But yeah, let's see Bone's experience. Level up time. Ooh, nice speed. And skill. There we go. I'm only giving you that because I'm not putting you in the battlefield today. Not for this chapter. And really no point. Okay, let's oh yeah. Volk? Ah, yes, the full guard. I didn't explain this. Very useful indeed. An item that when equipped negates any bonus damage a weapon might have dealt. Ah, that's great. So it's like, you know, in bows, like do bonus damage to flyers. So if you put that on a flyer, like Jill for example, then bows don't be much of a problem anymore. They just do normal damage, not like critical or really powerful damage. Or maybe if, I think it might also work in the other situation as well. Like if someone used an armor save on a knight, if you had the full guard equipped, it wouldn't work. At least I think that's how it works anyway, so... But I mostly use it for my flyers, so... Since I'm using Jill for this mission, I guess I use her. Although she also has a like, goose guard, which I don't need. You can only equip 2 weeks at a time. Don't need that. Oh, trade, yeah, I don't... Yeah, let's see, give you the physique staff, there you go. I won't vault later though, because later I know actually healers later in the chapter which actually have physique staffs and I can steal off them. That's the golden time that is. It's just awesome. There we go. See? You only equip one thing at a time, so I can't use the goose guard. But I can put it in the convoy for the moment. Then I'll give it on someone else if I want to. Oh yeah? Wolf can use killing weapons now? Yeah, you can use a killer bow now, that's really awesome. And Nefni, I think, can now use killer weapons as well. She can use a killer lance. Let's see, who had it? I think it was Oscar. Oh, there it is, yeah. I give her that then. It should be formidable then. Helps use in a pinch. Oh, what you gonna use it? It was in the skill go before. Oh, I meant to D. Oh, never mind. No. Never mind about that then. I know, could she use something else instead? No, that's not it. No. Oh, I can't even use a spear. No, that's B. C. A, yeah. Dang it. Well, at least Wolf can use a killer bow now, even that make him a more formidable foe. Actually, let's see what I can get from the shop. There we go. Let's see. Oh, well, I could buy restore staffs, I think. Let's see. Missed any room. Oh, that's not there in the army. It's a shot. Ah, yeah, there's restore staff. An antitoxin. There we go. so a good match against stuff. They're fine. Everyone seems to mostly fine in my opinion. I don't really see anything wrong or anything. Horseback. That might be useful. Just gonna save it there, the base. Okay. Okay, let's end it now and just do a dive just before the chapter. I believe this is the place where we ended our search yesterday. I realised something a couple of days ago. Even in this forest, you always know exactly where you are, don't you? How do you do that? I think it's a lack of colour, but these woods are starting to look the same to me. Yes, that's a problem. We're approaching a large clearing. I think we should have the apostle and some of the others wait there. Good idea. Even if we find a herring today, there's no need for them to tramp through the forest with us. We're going to head deeper into the forest to continue the search. Please wait here. If we find a herring, we'll send for you immediately. I understand, my Lord Dyke. Everyone, please be careful. We're counting on you. Figrin, Tanith, may I entrust the princess to your care? Of course. You've no need to worry. We will protect her with our lives. Very well. Until later. Here's the Serene's forest. Pretty sad sight, isn't it? Just full of death. Alright, Grim Mercenaries, move out. Gah! Haven't you fools found my precious little bird yet? I've no doubt the poor thing is even now, quivering with loneliness and cold. Duke Tarnus, I've just received word the mercenaries who invaded your villa are in this forest. Blast those wretches! They're here to steal my bird! Their souls are black with greed and jealousy. I have found beauty incarnate, and I will not relinquish it. Only I, Duke Tarnus, I can appreciate it to earth. I'm sure that's true, your grace, but what about the mercenaries? What should we do about them? Hunt them down like dogs. Let none leave this forest alive. They will not rob me of my prize. But your grace, they serve with the pleasure of the apostle herself. Striking them would be, leave the apostle to me. I can deal with her once it's finished. All I need from you is a silence and obedience. Is that clear? Yes, your grace. I beg your pardon. There they are. Do as Duke Oliver commanded. Slay them where they stand. Let none leave this forest alive, not man, woman, or child. Oh no, the Duke's soldiers again? I think we're about time we put an end to these fools. Listen everyone, let's end this here. Okay, this is the annoying part. This is route. Let me see if they're just get defeat all the enemies. Ooh, we have a killer lance. Antitoxin, nice. Oh, that's it for the moment. There's a sniper there as well. Okay, let's pick the new units. I'm not going to use a new Vault this time, I don't see the point. No, Marcia, you're already leveled up, which is I want. Jill, definitely. I'll wait till the others. I'll wait to catch up with Oscar and Boyd. Maybe I'm not going to use him. That's why I haven't used them quite a while, because they're pretty high leveled. Yeah, as you go through each part of this chapter different days, you get to bring in more and more reinforcements in. Not bad so far. Just a little bit of switching around. Yeah, that seems fine, that's the way it is. Okay, but I'm going to end it there. And I will be seeing all of you within a week. Literally, because like I said, I'm going on holiday, so I'm going to see you on Friday, I'll see you next Friday. But then you can at least appreciate the other videos I've done. But anyway, this is Master Room 347. Games of all types, for an RPG the platformer.